Hello and welcome all watchers to Magic After Midnight Tarot. I appreciate your light. So glad you could join me. This is a weekly reading for the sign of Leo. If any of your astral placements are in the sign of Leo, then this might have something for you. But all light is welcome. It reminds me how it feels to be part and connected. This is a general reading for the week of January 7th to January 14th, 2023. I'm reading the energy of Leo. It may or may not resonate. Before we get started, I'd like to thank the powers that be for surrounding this reading with light and love. And ask for the veil of protection be placed over us all. Great Spirit, show me what I need to see and help me give Leo what they need for their greatest good. Come on, Spirit. Great Spirit. Too many, come on. But that one stays. Show me what I need to see. I wish they'd stop messing with me tonight. They keep throwing my cards everywhere. You're not being funny. All right. Leo. Oh, my. Leo, come on. Give me Leo's week ahead. What's good for them? Oh, my goodness. Yikes. Well, it's over. We're top of you instead of it's not coming, it's going. Okay. And you're thinking about it. Oh, somebody else. Leo, what are you thinking? Come on, Great Spirit. Help me with Leo's reading. Thank you. There you are. Huh. That's interesting. Coming up with the page. Well, alrighty then. Stop throwing the card on the floor. Where are we at here? Where are they? Is this one? That one. Oh my goodness, I think that one must be on the side. That one's here. That's how it's looking like it might read. I'm still missing a card. One didn't come out. I guess that stays there then. Make sure I put him in the right place. By golly. Come on, Spirit. Please quit being such a putz. I love you to death, but come on. There we go. There's another one. Couple. Here we go. We got a bonus card or two, eh? We do, yes. That's what I'm going to go with. There's your bottom of the deck cards right there. Okay. Sometimes, you know. Okay, Leo, I'm going to be using a different deck every week. I read these decks all the time, but I'm going to, each weekly reading will feature a different deck and different layout for the reads. Similar but different. If it doesn't look familiar to you, that's all right. I read intuitively. I don't really follow oh, we're going to do this spread this day and that's all we're going to do. I allow it to flow. I don't really want to try to manipulate the energy. I want it to present itself for me. So, each week will be different cards, different spreads, but they are weekly readings or throughout a month. I don't need more than 4 decks of cards, for crying out loud. That's crazy. I don't want a whole bunch of decks laying around. I can't keep energy and all of that. It's like having too many kids, right? You can't put it all into 10 kids. How are you going to spread yourself around? Well, you're going to be broke. Be spreading yourself around very far. However, it's difficult to have too many decks. So 4 decks for one for each week of the month. And then I thoroughly clean each one before we start again. And each throughout the month, you won't know which deck is going to be where. I allow them to decide for themselves which week they're going to read. And boy, they let me know if I'm not going to read them this week. This group here, these cards decided for me. This was the cards we were reading. So, okay, let's get back to it. I'm digressing. Leo, what's happening for you? This doesn't look very promising from the past. Looks like you were pretty hung up. And the tower here says that was not going to happen. Didn't get your way, did ya? Wow. Kind of prevented from getting what you wanted. Leo, did you do something wrong? Or did they? Because you're thinking on it awfully hard. And you got a conscience fighting with you here a little bit. It looks like you tied yourself up some and you're going through this tower here. You with a conscience, that's new. No, really, I'm kidding. Seriously, you've got your conscience acting out here, and it's giving you a hard time. And you know that you must have done something that you have to think about and maybe apologize for, but you did it to a high priestess, and it was kind of crummy. You know that, and you're going to have to. And if you look here at this center, is your energy right this week. This is your energy this week, and you're looking right at her. Looking up at her with your wand. Please hear me out. I'm sorry. Look at my wand. I don't need to tell you what wands represent, right? Look at my wand. Really, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get thrown out in the cold. It's a page, though. Page energy, so it's not very strong. You're just doing it because that's what you do. You think you need to, but it's not something that you have to do. That person's fine without you. You got the Six of Pentacles down here. That's a balancing and it's a giving. And that's something you should be doing. Maybe you should go give of yourself for a little while and help yourself heal. Because you need some healing. You're not sleeping. You need to heal from this crummy thing. And you're not sleeping. You're not getting any sleep. I'm going to say, go volunteer at a food bank or be a friend to someone who needs you. You know how to do that. You're a good friend. Always been a good friend. Someone else will come along and you'll offer your cups, or they'll offer them to you. Someone's offering up a cup here. And there's plenty of pentacles to go around, and a King of Pentacles here. That could be you if you play your cards right and you are diligent and honest with yourself, kind. If you did something wrong, it's not just the owning up to it, man. It's the showing up to it. Now you got to prove. And that's pretty dedicated. That's something you have to be dedicated to. Now, that's really all there is to it. If you're dedicated, which you are capable of, look at the dedication. You go to work every day, you handle your business, you're very dedicated. If you have a responsibility, you take care of it. Why can't you be dedicated to something more? Most of the time when I see a Leo who's struggling with difficulty emotionally, it has to do with their early life, how their life went or their childhood. So I'm going to guess that if you're having difficulty showing up, not just, you can talk all day long and talk is cheap, but you got to actually do. Talking, you can do that all day long, but this person or you're new to get on with it, for you to get on with it, you just got to own up to it, okay? Because you do that all the time. You're capable of that. You know you can own up to it. You're honest with yourself. You're straightforward. You know you've done this shitty thing, but you're willing to own up to it. The problem is that you got to stick to your guns and show up to it. The universe isn't going to hand you the world here, okay? They don't just hand it to you. You got to show up for it. You have to show up. Nobody's going to hand you that. If you've done something dirty, you got to handle it. Now, you've taken your share of punishments for your decisions. Of course you have. Everybody has. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's value in it. Because those kind of things are what we learn from there, what we leap forward with. So if you made a mistake and you're, okay, I can own up to that, but can you live up to it? Can you show up to it? Can you be up to it? And stay there, be loyal, be true to it. Because until you do, until you level up to this King of Pentacles is the dynamite, loyal, grounded person who is there every time they say. They never, ever hurt another heart. Okay? They are on it. And I'll tell you right now that as long as you dedicate yourself to your honor, and you know what that is, then you have every right to the world and it'll be given. But it won't be given without work. You got to work on it. You're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to work on this part of it. Not this part of it so much. Okay? This just represents hard work. But you see all those pentacles? That's not what's important there, Leo. You got to work on this part. Cups. You got to work on the emotional side. You got to be vulnerable. And you got to show up every time. You got to show up for that mistake. You got to show up for that emotion. You can't just throw it away and walk away from it, because sooner or later, you're walking away from everybody. And when are you ever going to have the world at your feet if there's no one in it? What kind of world is that? I'm going to tell you that whoever I'm talking to made a mistake. They know it. They're used to owning up to it, but they never show up to finish the job. No. Maybe once or twice, and that's scary and hard. And most of that comes from where? How you lived your life as a kid, how you were treated, how your life went, how your mom and dad and siblings treated you as a child. And that really does depend on the kind of person that you are in your soul. Are you a shy, sweet, kind, loving person who is easily hurt? Are you a tough, hardcore individual who nothing hurts but is only convincing themselves of that? I mean, okay, if it was tough and you were broken, you got to fix it. You're going to have to get up and fix it yourself. Nobody does anything for you. Nobody's going to fix it. Sleepless nights, they're just eating away at you. The sleepless nights are a sign. And nightmares and the sleepless nights and the hard lessons here that you're going through, they are a sign that universe and cares about your well-being, that there is value in your soul, in your heart, in who you are, but that you're not paying any attention to the nudges. So now we're going to have to kick you. And next we're going to have to hit you with a hammer. Hello, do you get it yet? You're going to have to dedicate to it. If you say, I'm not going to have any Twinkies this year, don't have any Twinkies this year. Start right there. And then you can move to, you know what, I'm going to be there. If I say, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to have to say it again for the same thing. I'm going to show you that I'm sorry. That's really all it comes down to. And if you have to practice it with Twinkies, then practice with Twinkies, man. Period. It's not about the saying it, it's about the doing it. And I think that if you just, man, you got so much fortitude and so much courage and so much strength. My God, your card is the strength card. You have it to at your disposal. Reach into your freaking little pouch here, pull it out, and look at the mirror at it and say, you know what? There is no way that I'm backing down. I'm not walking away from it this time. I am not walking away from it this time. That's going to keep happening. If you do, you're going to have to resolve conflict, and you're going to have to show up for it. I love you, Leos. But you never want to think that you got to do that. You expect everybody else to do it for you or to do it. Oh, well, I'm just going to let them do it because I'm not going to do that. Well, sometimes everybody does it. Humble. Believe it or not, here's the real bottom high core of it. It's respectable. You know, my daddy used to say, there's one thing that you leave behind and you take with you when you go. And that's your word. You're remembered by it on earth and you're judged by it in heaven. So, if that helps you any, you might want to lose the fear of yourself. Stand up with the courage that I know you have and all that strength that you got in your pocket right there. And face yourself. It's not that hard. And once you do, the whole world will open up at your feet. You got the world at your feet just waiting for you to add the last ingredient for that bread. The last one. Showing up. That's all. Resolving the conflict and being part of the resolution. Not running away from it. Being part of that resolution. Doesn't have to be a fight or drama or anything like it. Even if you don't know how. Being present, the universe will help you find the way. Because they'll recognize the universe, the powers that be, the creator, the spirit, they will recognize that you are putting forth your strength. You're laying out your cards on the table and saying, you know what? I need help. I need to understand how to keep on fighting for something. Or how to not just defend myself, but prove myself. Going to work every day and paying your bills, that's only responsibility, and everybody has to do that. But it's real hard to stand by your word. It's real hard to not make the same mistake twice. When you say you're sorry, if you have to say it a second time for the same thing, then you weren't sorry the first time. How respectable is that? But the fact is, you can. You own up all the time. He's going to have to make that the very real of it. The owning up has to be followed by the showing up. Love you, Leo. Hope this week finds you well. I hope that you benefited, and I hope that you see the greater good in it all. Love y'all. Take care.